Hi, everybody. Welcome to another podcast episode. And this is number 12. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe
Wow.
that, Amir? 12th
Wow. I cannot
podcast.
believe it. Wow.
I know. Okay, so guys, the topic today is one of my favorites, thriving mindset. Woo!
Wow.
Um, this is what I am all about. I just want to welcome everyone to the New Era of Leadership podcast. And today we are going to dive into something that it changes everything, guys. Everything. And that is a thriving mindset. Because in this new era, leadership is not built on survival, it is built on expansion. So many
Absolutely.
people are living in reaction mode, guys. We're focused on problems. Oh, so many problems today, limitations, and just getting by. But heart-led leaders, they choose something different. They choose thriving, guys, to thrive. And today we're
Absolutely.
going to explore what it really means to shift from survival thinking to to thriving thinking. I want to say that again because it's a tongue twister. Shift from survival thinking to thriving thinking.
Mhm.
And guys, we're going to explore and see opportunities where others see obstacles. And we're going to lead with possibility and not limitation. And we're going to create a mindset that fuels growth and impact and leadership. Heart-led leadership, guys. Heart-led leadership. Because mindset is not just how you think, it's how you experience life. It's your leadership, and it's all about possibility. And in the new era of leadership, mindset, it's the biggest deal. So, Amir and Ruby, I'm so excited for this conversation to welcome you, Ruby, to this conversation. And Amir, your thoughts?
Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much. And so excited to have Miss Ruby today here with us. It's going to be a very powerful conversation. Really appreciate you, Ruby, for joining us today. It's going to be an amazing. Thank you very much.
Mm.
And thank you, everyone. I'm so excited today for this podcast with the thriving mindset. Like we're just talking about, everything is a mindset. 95% of our success is a mindset. Only 5% is strategies and execution, doing things. But 95%, that's of course, that's what focus in on this class. How to change our thinking, improve our the way we look at things. And today we're going to dive to this powerful conversation about thriving mindset, perception, and how we see the challenges and how we turn it to opportunity.
So
So
amazing.
excited.
So amazing. So I want to do something just a little bit different. And what I'd like to do is just have Ruby introduce herself, just a little bit, Ruby, about who you are, what you do in the world, how you impact the world. Because I know you're up to some big things, and I really think our listeners would love to hear just a tiny bit. Okay. Can you give us about 3 minutes of who Ruby is?
No, thank you so much, Carol, for having me on this podcast. And of course, thank you to Amir for giving me this opportunity to be on the new era of leaders. So, who am I? I am very ambitious. I'm an African woman, very proud, and I am a change maker. I am a collaborator. I am a friend. I am the key and the catalyst to possibilities. When you meet me, I'll add value into your life. I'll give you inspiration. I will challenge you. And I think that's what I am. And of course, away from that, I'm a philanthropist. I am big on community service. And not only that, I save a variety of youth organizations, both in Africa and around the world. And I mean, it's about the mindset. Uh, you've just said, Carol, it's not about limitation, it's about possibilities, it's about thriving. So I did not want to be in my country, only in Zambia. So I decided to spread my wings. I said, what makes leadership different, or what can set me apart from others? What can allow me to stand on stage, speak, inspire, and not only that, carry impact with me, because I'm here today because I made a choice. Like you said, leadership is about choice. We are not born leaders, but we are made. It's what inspires us. It's also the negative that we face that drives in the fire inside to allow us to say, okay, I want to change this, or I don't like this. What can I do to change? In even when we had this conversation with Amir, I think it just happened on pinpoint. I was like, I need you like in the next 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, should I say no? I made a choice. I said, no, I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
say no. I'll be here. It's a choice that I have made, not knowing that there'll be other people listening to us today, and we don't know who we are inspiring, but at the end of the day, it's the choices that we make. Um, we live in a world where life demands a lot of things from us, being parents, being siblings, being co-workers, for example. But at the end of the day, you need to find balance. And my balance is serving, and that's why I am here. A new era of leadership. It's not just about leading, but also giving back to the community.
Oh, so
Wow.
beautiful, Ruby.
So
And that is
nice.
why you're here
Beautiful.
today. That is why you're here today. Because
Yes, that's why.
I know who you are and I know what you are doing out there, and you embody the new era of leadership, which is heart-led leadership. You are so all about that. And so
Yeah.
please, everybody, go and check out Ruby and go to her LinkedIn and connect with her because she brings value to your life. Thank you, Ruby.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Ruby.
much,
Thank you
Carol.
very much.
All right. So, okay. So, Amir, I have questions for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I know you're always ready. I haven't been able to stump you yet. Okay. So, a question for you, Amir, is this: from survival to thriving, Amir, in your experience, what is the biggest difference between a survival mindset and a thriving mindset, especially for leaders who are trying to grow and expand? What's that difference? What's the biggest difference?
Wow, this is a powerful question to start with, Carol. Yeah, that is a big difference to me from my experience as a leader. Um, the thriving mindset is to look at things in different way, because as we talking about in this course, the paradigm and how the paradigm shape us, and sometimes we go to autopilot, and then we react to things like just from the autopilot without thinking. So thriving mindset is to think differently and to see any challenges as opportunities, and to look at any challenge, there will be opportunities inside it. There's no
Mm,
question about that. But we need to just search and look deep inside. That's how, to me, how the difference between thriving mindset and surviving mindset. Surviving mindset is just like you reacting to the situation, to the challenge, to
yeah.
circumstances without thinking or deep thinking, and using your paradigm the way that's the way you shaped, how you shaped from very early on, and you just reacting, and you've been in a reactive mode, and without using your mindset.
Mm,
So there's a big difference, and it needs some practice and realization, and the first thing we just talked about here, the awareness. Once we have the awareness, then we can start implementation.
yes. Oh, I love that, Amir, that you brought awareness in because honestly, that's where it actually starts is I
Absolutely.
absolutely believe that the difference between struggling and surviving and thriving is you've got to actually be aware of what you are saying to yourself. You've got to be aware
Absolutely.
of that limited mindset that is automatic. You don't really have anything to say about it. It's just there
Absolutely.
all the time. And once you're aware of it, now you, just like Ruby said, you can choose. There's a choice now for you.
Absolutely.
And that's the power of it, is that now you actually know you are in a thriving mindset because you're choosing it.
Absolutely.
It's so powerful.
So,
So, so
so
powerful.
powerful.
So Ruby,
Yeah.
I actually want to ask you that same question. What is the difference for you in a survival mindset and a thriving mindset? What's the big difference?
I think survival mindset is a very frustrating environment because you are limited. And if you fail, trust me, you fail. But in a
Mhm.
thriving mindset, you choose failure as an opportunity to learn. And that's what I have chosen. I haven't come here from the sky. I didn't fall to be a leader that is now known in most of the countries or in organizations that I am serving. I have had to sacrifice my time, my family time into books
Absolutely.
and education and, of course, rejections. We rarely talk about rejections that we face in the background. Just like the Titanic. The Titanic crashed because it just saw a tip of the iceberg, yet there was something much, much bigger under, and that's what everybody sees. They see, oh, Ruby is an ambassador for this, she's doing
Mhm.
this, she's doing that. But I also have struggles. I get rejected as well,
Absolutely.
to a lot of
All of us,
opportunities.
absolutely.
But at the end of the day, I've made a choice. Like Amir said, it's about mindset. I have made a choice to say, okay, fine. If I'm not good for this position, what else can I do to make myself better? And for
Mhm.
me, what has allowed me to thrive is to continue learning. I was just at a girls' conference, an amazing girls' conference where we were talking to young girls and inspiring young girls to say, you know what? It's normal to fail. Failing is not the end, but it is a process for you to learn it again so that you get it right. And
Mm,
that's what happened to me. I I did apply for the Young African Leadership Initiative, I think twice or three times, and I was rejected. And on the fourth one, guess what? I was picked on the fourth one, and I ended up
Wow.
being the class representative
ah,
of that course. So
ah,
maybe the time is never right. So when the time is right and everything aligns, remember,
mm,
when it's yours, no matter what obstacles can come through, you will still thrive with those obstacles in place. I always tell young
Absolutely.
girls to say, never give up when you fail, because when you fail, you are realizing, like you said, Carol, you realize you're being aware to say, okay, where am I failing? Oh, and not only that, when you fail, ask for help. Carol, you're big in asking for help.
mhm,
And this
mhm,
is where the thriving mindset really plays a critical role. If I'm failing, I'll go to Carol or a colleague and say, okay, you have done this before. Teach me or
mhm,
show me where I have gone wrong. Because remember, when you accept your failure, you become brave to want to learn.
Mhm.
When you reject your failures, you
mm.
never want to learn. This is when you give up on wanting to be better because you have labeled it as a failure and not as an opportunity.
Beautiful. So, Ruby,
Absolutely.
I'm just
Absolutely.
going to share something with you, and maybe you can actually change something that you're speaking. And that is, I do not teach in YEA that failure, you only fail if you quit because you can't come back
Yes.
from quitting. So I don't use failure. What I use is its lessons. These are lessons that we learn. And so I really changed that mindset so that we don't speak failure unless you quit. When you quit, you
Yes.
can't come back from that. You can't change it. You can't tweak it. You can't make it better. You don't even learn from it because you just quit. Okay?
Yes, and just to add on, Carol, there's
Absolutely.
actually a saying that says, no matter what you're going through right now, you have to heal from it faster because time
Mm,
cannot replace what you have lost.
yeah.
If
Oh,
you are 35 today and you carry
mhm.
whatever grief or failure with you for the next 5 years, by the time you want to get up and be in your youth and connect, it will be your time will be already not gone, but the certain special opportunities that were aligned that you may not align at that particular time. So it is very important that when you're going through this phase of setbacks, please come back as quickly as you can because it's just a rest mode. So rest mode doesn't stay forever. It's the end. Rest
Oh,
mode is about,
I love
reboot
that.
and start all over.
Rest mode. I
I,
love that. That's great. Absolutely
nice,
great.
nice. I want to just add
Yeah.
here, Carol and Ruby.
Mhm.
When I look at talking about failure here, there is a book by John Maxwell failing forward. Failing forward is just like you're not failing backwards, you're failing
Yeah.
forward. But
Yeah.
I just want to just add from kind of perception standpoint. It's a perception to me. Like the failure is perception. It's the way that the thing is. This thing is stays the same. It's not bad or it's not good. So when you look at it from your perception, your point of view, you look at it failure, but you can change that to a different perception. Say, no, I'm going to learn from this, like what you were just talking here, Ruby,
Yeah.
and turn it around quickly
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and, and just learn from it.
I don't even speak failure any longer.
Yeah,
I just speak because I know I'm going to have a not quitting attitude toward
yeah,
things that I'm doing. I just
absolutely.
know
This is a good
I'm going to
way to
have
see it. Yeah,
lessons. Yep, lessons. Oh, that was a lesson I just learned. Okay,
or a
good.
feedback. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
just
Okay,
a
I have another
feedback.
question. Do you have a question for me, Amir?
Yeah. So, how is perception shaped, like, from your experience, the challenge, how you see the challenge, from your point of view, if there is a challenge, how you deal with it?
Okay, so any kind of a challenge that you're
Any kind of challenge.
asking me,
Yeah.
okay,
How you
any
look
kind
at it
of
and
challenge,
how you
how do I
tackle it.
see it and how do I look at it? Okay, number one, I see it as opportunity. Challenge is always for me opportunity. Listen, the thing for me is I always have to come from a place of being empowered around it. When you
Mm,
call it a challenge, there's no empowerment there. When you call it
mm,
failure, there's no empowerment there.
Yeah.
So I come from a place of I create words, guys, that empower me. And then I share
mm,
them with my students to empower them. So the thing for me is it's an opportunity. And so I look for what's the opportunity here? And if you can ask that question in any challenge, if you can ask
absolutely.
what's the opportunity here, you'll see it. Because see, your
Absolutely.
focus, whatever you focus on is what you get. And we teach that. So
Mm,
you want to actually ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? Where do you see the opportunity? And Ruby, you saw the opportunity in not saying no to Amir when he asked you so quickly to come and be our guest on our podcast. You saw it as an opportunity and not, oh God, how am I going to do this? No, just just said yes, you did it. So the thing for me is I turn that around and not call it a challenge. I call it an opportunity. And then I look for what is my opportunity here. And normally I don't see just one. I might see two or three. When I see it as a challenge, I won't see any opportunity around it.
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
So yes.
Very powerful. Yeah, I love what you just mentioned here. You just look for opportunities, and I believe like any challenge, or as you just speak here, there is many opportunities, but we have to just change our perception and how we look at it.
Yeah, it has you have a whole different experience of challenge now. when you're looking for the opportunity. You don't
Absolutely.
experience it as, oh, it's a burden, it's a heavy challenge, okay? You now, or a problem. We call them problems or challenges
Problems.
or, yeah, struggles, right? All of that. Yeah, I don't use, when it comes wrapped in an opportunity, you don't even see those words any
Absolutely.
longer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So absolutely. So, okay. I have another question for you,
All
Amir.
right. Go ahead. Yeah.
Um, all right. So the next one is this. Amir, you and I are so aligned in our thinking. Guess what my question is? When challenges show up, and they always do, how does a thriving
Okay.
mindset change the way a leader responds, chooses, and moves forward?
It's back to me now. It's the same
That's
question back
back
to me. Okay.
now. How do I love it?
You know, we
We
are not preparing the
we're,
question. You just
we're so
give. So
aligned. We create our own questions, Ruby, and they always are like aligned with one another. It's so wild. So wild. Okay. So yes, Amir. So how does a thriving mindset change the way a leader responds, chooses, and moves forward? How?
okay, yeah, this is a great question. So my answer is to this, like what Ruth was saying, is a choice. So we have to think and choose. You know, to me, every challenge is a doorway to how you become better person, a new version of you. It's a doorway, any challenge,
Oh,
because the challenge comes, when you grow, the challenge expand. And then, while you expand, the challenges also increase. So it's not about the bad thing to me. So think about like a role. If you go to a higher role, you have more challenges because you grow.
mm-hmm. Oh, I
You
love
become a
that.
director, you become president. Just you have more challenges in a different way. So it's for growth to me when you look at
Yes.
it that way.
I
And again,
I love that. I want to adopt it, a doorway. Not just an opportunity, but a doorway. How cool
it's a
is that?
doorway,
Oh,
yeah,
I love
into
that. Thank you,
a new
Amir.
version. No problem.
I
Yeah,
always,
so
Ruby, I always go away from these podcasts so much smarter. So I'm thinking in more directions because Amir brings them. Thank you, Amir.
Mm.
no
So great.
problem, no problem. Me
Adorable.
too. I learned a lot from you and from
Oh,
Ruby today.
I love it.
So this is amazing. So this is how I see the challenges, and I learned this from Mary Merson. She's give a like a nice way or a tool to if we face a challenge. She was talking about we have a pause inside us, internal pause. So when we face a challenge, we pause. We don't react because when we react, it comes from the paradigm, from the way we're thinking, from the autopilot. So we pause. So we pause for 3 days. Said if you have a challenge, just pause for 3 days, and those 3 days, don't just say to calm. It's not about like just calm yourself. It's about to search for opportunities, like what we just mentioned here. So on those 3 days, definitely you will see many opportunities. You need to question yourself. Okay, what about this? What this challenge is going to teach me? What I'm going to find here? And definitely you come different person, and you don't react, and also you don't feel frustrated when you have this challenge. So it's a powerful tool to use when you face challenges,
Beautiful.
and I use
Absolutely
it. It's very
beautiful.
powerful.
Well, now I'm going to pause. I don't know about 3 days. I have certain timelines that I'm working with, but I am going to pause. And now I'm not going to just ask myself, what's the opportunities I see here? But I'm going to say,
Right.
okay, now you're walking through a doorway. I love this. This is a doorway to more possibility. I love that. I totally love that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I hope you're okay if I teach it. I
Go
want to
ahead.
use
It's
that
all
word.
yours.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
it's all yours.
A doorway to more possibility. Ooh, that's so much better. Isn't that a way different experience than challenge?
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and it has you actually experience challenge. differently, like your experience around challenge is different when you come from what's the opportunity here and a doorway to more
The
possibility.
doorway.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and you shift the question from like why is this happening? And most of the time when we react, we say, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? And this is a question. It just we come circle on it. But if you say, okay, who I'm becoming, you just shift the question, who I'm becoming, with this challenge. That also just change your perception totally, and you can look at
Yeah.
it a different way.
Thank you. Okay, do you have another question for me?
Yeah. So yeah, I have just one more question. So like for thriving mindset, what you choose at the moment, like if you went to just use your thriving mindset, if you have something coming to your way, for example, you yeah, again you have some issues, and how you shift from surviving mindset to thriving mindset.
Okay. Well, first thing for me always is I have to identify what the limited mindset is saying to me. I
Mm,
have to actually be aware of what it's saying. What's stopping me? And then once I'm aware of that, now I know what I could create to empower myself. It's all about being empowered in life, guys. For me, I have to empower myself. I have to have people empower others. It's all about having being empowered to take action. It's always inside of that for me. And so I have to look and see, number one, you got to be aware of what you're saying to yourself. What is stopping you? What are you telling yourself? Because I hear it now. It's on loudspeaker because I do it so much. So that's that
mm,
inner work we talk about, Amir, in
absolutely.
the new era of leaders path. We talk about you got to do the inner work. And so I'm willing to look and see what it is I'm saying to myself to stop myself. And Carol, is that really going to get you what you're wanting here? And that is like the next question I ask myself. No. So, what could you create that will have you right back in action, light you
Mm,
up about what it is you're doing and taking on, and kick you right back into action? Because no action, no results. Nothing
listen,
happens.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Action is a way,
Yeah.
you to result.
You gotta put actions to the things you're thinking and the things you want in your life. You gotta put actions to them to actually really and truly impact
Absolutely.
anything or change anything. Yeah. And we're talking not really change, and we're talking transform things. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Also, Carol, can you shed the light with the alignment? How you align those mindset and actions?
Oh, mindset and okay.
How you
Well,
align?
well, once again, it's what I know I stand for.
Mm,
You have to be very clear in what you stand for to know whether something is aligned with it or not.
mm,
And that alignment will give you your actions.
absolutely.
If you are bringing things into your life that are aligned with what you stand for, then the next thing is it will give you the actions that you need to take. So I don't even have to
Absolutely.
look for the actions. People in my course have said, Carol, how do you know what kind of actions to take? Well, hold on. It's not throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Absolutely.
It's intentional. It's
Aligned.
intentional and very specific so that
Absolutely.
you know it's aligned with what it is you are up to and doing. If it's not, it doesn't happen in my space. I don't let it in
Absolutely.
because then it becomes a distraction.
Mhm.
Okay? So
Absolutely.
alignment
Thank
is
you.
so vital to our actions. You
Thank
gotta have
you.
alignment and then it produces the actions. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Powerful. Thank
Ruby,
you.
absolutely. So I have a question for you, Ruby. You ready?
Sure, yes.
Oh, we're not leaving you out, dear one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question I have for you, Ruby, is this. I'd love to hear about your journey. Was there a moment where you realized you were shifting from surviving to truly thriving, and what changed for you internally? So
Yes,
was there
no,
a
thank
moment,
you.
yeah, where you realized you were shifting from surviving to truly thriving? And I know you are all about thriving now. What changed for you internally to get there?
Well, as every leader will tell you, there are certain things in life that will knock you down, like, what do you call it? An okay punch. It knocks you down and you're gone. You see the stars and you don't even want to get up. But like I said, for me, I wanted to do it for me and as well as to inspire other girls. I'm an African girl, so for me, I am very strong on who are the young girls inspiring or who are their role models, for example. Like where I grew up, it was hard to make dreams. I was one of a very few light-skinned children in my community, and I was often bullied. And I grew up with that even as I went to school, and I never liked how I looked. I wanted to look dark.
Uh,
So that really always made me feel uncomfortable in certain places because it made me feel very different. So even when I contributed, people never took it seriously. So
wow.
I began to say, okay, if I'm different and people don't listen, I need to find a way to attract people to listen to me. And that's when I now started realigning myself and what I do. And with my volunteerism and community service, for example, I started when I was 16 years old. I saw children on the streets that had no shoes, children on the streets that may have had a wound maybe in their head and they're not looked after. And right across a few miles away from my house, there was an orphanage. I would see it. It's not something that it was subconsciously there. I knew it was there. So I decided to make a decision to say, you know what, I don't want a birthday this year. I'm taking the money and I'm going to buy books and snacks for children. And that's what happened. And when I did that and the smile on the kids,
Mhm,
just I think it consumed me to
mhm.
want to really do more for young privileged children because remember I get to have a birthday cake every year. I mean for children a birthday cake is a big thing, but some children don't get to have that. So
Yeah.
even in an orphanage, just having a snack, a sweet, savory snack is something a child will be so delighted about. Giving them books, you're securing their future, knowing that you are providing a need and which is securing education. So even when I decided to do this, I just didn't want, oh, we're just going to have a party with the children. No, no, no. I was intentional, like you said, Carol. I said, no, whatever little that will remain from buying whatever snacks, I want to buy books. I want the children to color. I want the children to draw. Because remember, they spend hours in this home and remember, the mind is so horrible, Jackie. It will ask you a lot of questions. So at least in their free time, children can color away from the why, like Amir said, why am I here? Why am my parents? Doesn't my parent love me? So when we have individuals and philanthropists that come to give to a community, that's the impact you make. And I have felt that so many times, whereby even my own pocket money, I'm going to keep it until I buy something for the children. And one amazing thing I have discovered on this journey of giving, especially back to the community, it never stops, Carol, and it can be very contagious.
I know.
And
Mhm.
and that has grown into being a mom of 50 orphaned children
Oh,
whom I often visit.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
it comes in situations whereby one of them was actually injured from climbing a tree, so he broke his arm.
Oh,
And when healthcare services do not provide free healthcare for vulnerable children,
right.
orphanage caregivers become stuck. So you have to look for funds to help that child because nobody else will come. And we have gone big on healthcare. So we know if in case of an emergency, we can raise some funds
Mhm.
for the children. And with healthcare, I think we've helped over 100 children. These are through surgeries, clinic services, feeding programs at the clinic, for example. I think I did share some with you, Carol, last time, where we were doing a feeding program at one of the community clinics
Mhm.
for what here in Africa we call them under five clinics, where young moms bring their children for vaccines. So just to encourage them to come and have their children jabbed, because without the vaccine, they're prone to diseases. And it just gives you an overwhelming um, satisfaction. You know, we are always consumed with our daily lives that
Mhm.
we forget the little things and just appreciate, sit in your chair, look at the trees and say, wow, the trees are singing, the grass is green,
Mm,
all the
Yeah.
little small things because we are worried about bills on the table. We are worried
mhm,
about the boss and of
Yeah.
course reports, we
mm,
we we do not take time to really appreciate. And when you are in such situations, it really draws you into the gratitude mode
Oh,
for you
so
to
much.
be grateful of
Yeah.
what you have
Yes.
and just say, you know what, God, I'm grateful that I'm even alive today. One mantra I do is depending on the specific season, I wait for the sun to come out until I see the really tip start to show. And I said, oh God, thank you. You made me see this today.
Oh,
And I'm very
praise
big on
God.
sunsets as well.
wow.
I will run in my house. I have a window where I can
Mhm.
see the whole view. And I'll be like, oh God, I survived today. I'll try again tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, I love
Oh, wow.
I totally love
Yeah.
that. And I love that you brought gratitude into it. And and
Absolutely.
and that is, you know what? When you are making a difference for other people, it feeds your soul. It feeds
Mm,
your spirit. And it feeds theirs, but it feeds yours because you know you are making a difference out there. And thank you, Ruby, for the difference you make and the passion you have for children and for making a difference with other people and your community and how you show up. So amazing. All right,
amazing.
guys.
Thank
Thank you,
So
Roby. I just have one more question for
yeah,
Roby.
go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. This is amazing, journey. I really, admire you for the impact you are making. It's huge impact. It's very, very nice to see that. Just my question, I just wonder if you can go back. I know there is sometimes there is a moment when we see, okay, I have something I need to expand or I need to do more, and like a turning point. Most successful people that have this is this moment, or like declaring this big mission you have. Uh, can you just share a light when that happened, like or what time that you see now yourself like doing this huge impact, or like expanding, not shrinking?
Mm.
If you
No,
can
thank
just
you so much.
yeah,
Um,
no problem.
can you hear me now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, great. So I think the big moment came when I started being picked for international platforms,
Mhm.
and people began to see my value, like referring me, even just saying my name, like, oh wow, they said my name, so they heard what I said. So
That's good.
recognizing that what I said gave value, gave me even more energy, like, I can do it, I can do it. Like, let's do more, let's do more. So that's where the drive came from. And
Mhm.
now seeing my name on an advert for a podcast, you know. There's a song that says, I waited until my name was in lights, and then I appreciated where I have come from. And that's what led me to become a leader who really wants to build on purpose and, of course, delivery. Because now I am leading even on bigger organizations, even just being recognized for an award. And remember, African girls are not given a lot of opportunities. Our dreams are limited. So when you start to break those barriers from an ordinary girl to an extraordinary African woman, is what I tell myself I am. If I'm not meant for this time, then what time is meant for me? If I can't do it now, then who will do it? So I'm positioning myself at that level and telling myself, you know what, Ruby, this is our time. We're going to reach for the stars. You are now an African champion. You know, you're a global
Oh,
champion.
Absolutely.
We gotta do this, you know?
so amazing. So Ruby,
Amazing.
don't reach for the stars, reach for limitless. You are
Yeah, that's
limitless.
what we had last week. Yeah,
You
limitless.
are limitless, my dear. As a heart-led leader, there are no limits. You just take and run with what the things that you want to do and
Absolutely.
the ladders you want to climb and the awards you want to get. And yeah,
There is no
please be
limit. Yeah,
please be that role model for other African women.
Yes, yes, Carol.
Please.
And
absolutely.
and I think
Absolutely.
just on a light moment, you know, I
Yeah.
had actually asked one of my mentors, I said, you know what, there's this award coming up, you know, they've advertised, and I shared it with them, and they were like, you know, no, you shouldn't apply for it because, you know, there'll be very big other contenders for these awards, so you might not make it.
Oh my,
So again,
Come
I
on,
chose. I
no.
said, you know what?
Thank
Ruby,
you.
I'm gonna apply. If I make it through, well and good. If I don't, it's
great.
still
That's a
fine with
good.
me.
Ah,
That's a
And
good
oh,
choice.
I
Yeah.
won.
oh,
Oh wow! Congratulations.
I, I'm sorry, but
Congratulations.
those kinds of people, they're working inside of a limited mindset. Ruby,
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you don't
yes,
have that.
yes,
You don't have that.
yes,
No,
I
we
am
don't
so
have
yes.
that. If you ask us, we go for it. No.
so
Exactly,
so grateful,
exactly.
Ruby, so grateful. And African women are going to be so grateful to you because you're going to be that shining star, that rising heart-led
Absolutely.
leader that is going to pave the way for so many more African women to step into that sunshine, that brightness, that amazing.
Absolutely.
No, thank you so much, Carol. In one of the African proverbs, it's called Ubuntu. Ubuntu is simply because I am because you are, and with platforms such as this gives us an opportunity. Uh, you have given me an opportunity and I am here. And because I am here, we are
Uh-huh.
now sharing our knowledge with a vaster generation of young people who will be listening
Absolutely.
to us, who will be inspired. So today was meant for you listeners who are listening today. It was destined for you because this is the time that was destined that you'll be here, you'll be listening to us and hearing our insights and, of course, sharing our personal experiences because I am because you are. And it's about togetherness. We've seen a lot of conflict happening around the world, and love should thrive. I can see a beautiful heart in your background, and I think hatred should never surpass love. It's all about dialogue. It's all about community. It's all about coming
Mm.
together for the big of humanity. And I think but we should always be brothers keepers because if we are brothers keepers, we won't have an indifference at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
conflict will be something of the past.
So beautiful. So, Ruby,
Absolutely.
I want to leave you with something, okay? So, I have a bag and it says, She is extraordinary. I'm speaking to you. She is creative. She is phenomenal. She is confident. She is kind. She is important. She is magical. You are, dear one. She is authentic and she is amazing. I am she and she is me.
Wow.
Carol, can I tell you something? I
Wow.
have a t-shirt that has that.
Oh,
Wow.
it so
I
spoke
Wow.
have
to
a
me.
t-shirt. I have a wallpaper that has that, and I always look at it every day to say, I am this woman. I am the she. I
You are,
invest. She
you are the,
invests. She loves. She protects. She nurtures. So hearing you say it, I'm like, yeah, that's my go-to t-shirt now.
that is,
Ruby, this is a
that is
this is
who
a
you are
powerful
for
of
me, dear. That's who you are for me. Go ahead, Amir.
absolutely.
Thank
Yeah, I just
you.
want to say this is a powerful of the mind. When we
Yeah,
just step into that mind, it can take you far, far away. It's not about the strategy. It's not about what you learn. It's not about what you study. It's about how you see yourself and how you just use your mind to move you forward. And you demonstrated that very well here, Ruby. Thank you very
absolutely.
much.
All right,
No,
so
thank you
guys,
so much, Amir.
wow, what an amazing, amazing conversation we have had today. What a powerful conversation
Absolutely,
between the three of us. Guys, if there is one
absolutely.
thing to take with you today, it's this. Thriving is not something that happens to you. It is something you choose. Just like Ruby said, she chooses it. It's a shift in how you see challenges, a shift in how you speak to yourself, and a shift in what you believe is possible. Oh my gosh, it's what
Oh,
is
wow.
possible, guys.
What is
Because the
possible?
moment you choose to thrive, you stop waiting. Oh, and you stop shrinking. Ruby isn't shrinking, guys. And you stop settling, and she isn't settling. She is growing every day. And
Yeah.
you begin to lead your life and others from a place of possibility, courage, and expansion. So, as you move forward from today, I want you to ask yourself, and this is the question, when, where am I surviving? And when am I being called to thrive? Where
Mm,
am I surviving? And when am I being called to thrive?
mm.
And what would shift if you chose differently? Because in the new era of leadership, we don't just get through life, guys. We don't just get through life. We rise, we expand, we thrive. And that is the leadership the world needs right now, guys. Right now, that's the leadership the world needs, heart-led leadership. So, Amir, your parting words.
Thank you. I'm just gonna leave everybody. Thank you first, Ruby. Thank you very much for coming here today. You make this huge, very nice conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Cannot appreciate you more. Thank you, Carol. I love always talking to you, and we just diving through this deep thinking. I love that. Thank you very much. Thank you, listeners. I hope we made this with value with Ruby today to you. And I just want to just leave with one line: problem don't shrink, leaders expand. So just keeping that.
Woo! I
Thank you
love
very
that.
much.
Totally love that. Thank you. And guys, please, if you love these episodes, please share them. Share them. Your network is not ours, so go share them. Make comments about them, and let's get them out everywhere so everybody knows what Ruby is about and who she is, and she has more exposure so that more women can rise inside of her sunshine, okay? Ruby, thank you so much for being such a
Carol, just a
bright light.
quick word before we go. I'm gonna teach you how to say thank you in sign language. So you
Okay.
touch your chin and then draw it out. So this is thank you. And then you wave your hands. So waving your hands up in the air is clapping so that you're happy. So thank you.
Thank you,
Oh
everyone. Thank
my
you,
goodness.
everyone.
I love that. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, oh my gosh.